What is up, family? Anthony Rudolph here, and welcome to the Born to Create podcast. Now, this podcast has a simple concept. If who or where you want to be doesn't exist, you go out there and create the life that you want, because we were all born to create. Now, in this episode, I want to talk to you briefly about 5 tips that you need to start a business. It's 5 simple things that you need to get started. All right, let's hop into it. Number one is, they're all important, but in our process on each one, but the most important one is learn how to sell. Business thrives on the influx of cash that it gets every single day, every single week, every single month. And you get cash by knowing how to sell, knowing how to give your potential customer what they want, knowing what their journey is, what their pain point is, what their problem is, and give them a result to that problem. See, business and sales is all about a result. Most people don't care about your personal journey, what you're going through. They care about their result. So when you learn how to sell, you learn how to attach yourself emotionally to what the customer's outcome is. Okay. So very, very important. Now, in selling, your goal is to get the customer the result. We're not talking about the sleazy, old school car salesman persuasion, pushing and forcing someone to buy your product. No, your product has to be so valuable and you have to give so much value that it's a no-brainer for your customer. And you do that by creating value and by attaching yourself to their vision, yourself to their end result. All right. Number 1 is learn how to sell. All right. Tip number 2 is be consistent. Now, there is so much noise, so many people and things that are fighting for our attention in the media, on social media, billboards, commercials, wherever you see, there is someone fighting for your attention, someone fighting for you or us to pay attention to what they have to do or what they're selling. All right. So your job is to be consistent and focus on one thing and do that one thing over and over and over and over again until you master that one thing. So it's about getting better, getting 1% better every single day in business and in life. And you do that by focusing, by honing in on one thing and limit the distractions. Okay. Distractions will be there, right? But you have to keep your eye on the goal and do that every day. Let me tell you a story. So the late, great Kobe Bryant, before he passed away, I got the privilege and honor to see him speak live in person. And he talked about, someone asked me a question is, how do you stay so focused on your goal? How do you stay so focused on what you want? And he told a story. And the story was, he said, have you ever seen a lion in the jungle that's hunting? They're watching a gazelle, a deer. They're hunting for their food. And when the camera zooms in on that lion, you see bugs and gnats flying around that lion's ears. Little distractions, right? But even though they have those small distractions, they keep their eye locked on the prey, locked on the goal. That's the same thing we have to do. There'll be distractions around our head every day, every hour, every second of the day. But we have to keep our eyes and our focus and our energy locked on that goal. We do that, we'll be able to achieve what we want. All right. And when you're locked, you're consistent. There are days when I don't want to get up and perform and get up and do things to excel and build my business. But what matters most? What do you want more? You want that sleep or you want the business? What's more important? If you're going through lack or abundance, what's more important? I was talking to my daughter the other day about school. And she missed an assignment. I'm like, what happened? Why'd you miss an assignment? She said, well, I'm just not motivated to actually do the work. I get that, right? Because I was the same way. And at times I'm the same way. I lack motivation, so I don't get things done. One thing I told her is that if you wait for motivation to get into action, you will never get into action. Get into action, and that creates motivation, right? The gym. I go to the gym a lot, and most times I do not feel like getting up going to the gym. I am not motivated. But once I get in there and start running and start sweating and start pumping, then I'm motivated. So don't wait for motivation to get into action. Get into action, and that creates motivation. Number 3 is network with others. There are millions and billions of people on this planet. And there are a lot of those people who have the same exact interests, goals, dreams, desires, energy as you do. So you have to go out there and you have to be a part of the group of people who want the exact same thing that you do. Because you guys, we bounce energy, we feed each other, we motivate each other, right? Because most people in our life, in your life, in my life, they don't understand what we're doing, what you're doing. They don't have the same visions and the same fires that you have. So you have to get around people who have the same vision, the same fire, the same drive, the same excitement about the business that you're in. And everyone you meet does not have to be in the same business, but have the same attitude, have the same motivation. So go and look up events, go to events. If you have to fly, if you have to drive far, make sure you get into these events, right? And talk to people, because I guarantee once you get around people who want the same thing that you do, that pushes you, that drives you, that makes you want to work harder for achieving the goal you want to achieve, right? Surround yourself with a cheerleading squad, because I know you guys get enough people telling you that you can't do and you won't do, and that's over and beyond what you should be doing and can do. All right. So number 3 is look and network with people who are like-minded like you. All right, guys. Number 4 is also a very important one. Number 4 is get a mentor. Mentors are very vital to your success. Mentors get you to where you want to be a lot faster. Yes, you can go and Google and YouTube and research and find these things yourself. Everything that you want to accomplish is free on the net. The beauty of a mentor is that they've been there, they've done that, they've made the mistakes, and the goal is to help you avoid some of those mistakes. A mentor is like this. You are the ant crawling up the hill, trying to get to that promised land, right? Your mentor is the giraffe. They can see over the hill and tell you what's coming, tell you what to avoid. They can tell you things that they've already experienced, right? And yes, in most cases, you will have to pay and invest heavily into mentorship. So I recommend that you find a mentor, 1, maybe 2 at the beginning, and learn from that mentor and do everything that mentor says. And that will create massive success for you and your business. Mentorship is so important in at every level of your business, no matter if you're at the start, if you're at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced. Every level in your life calls for a different type of mentorship. Mentorship is not a one-time, one-and-done thing. Mentorship is something that you will have to commit to and invest in every single step of your life in your business. Don't sleep on a good mentor, because a good mentor will help you collapse decades down to days, right? We want to achieve our goals as fast as humanly possible. And a good mentor will help you get there. All right. Number 4, get a mentor. Number 5 is learn how to tell your story through content. So like I said before, is that there is a fight for your attention, my attention, and your customer's attention, right? There's so much noise. And Every single business, every single person has a story of how they got to where they are. So what we have to do is you have to learn how to tell your story and put that story into content, because let's face it, our new TV screens are our phones. Everything that we consume is on our phones. We go home at night and maybe watch TV, but 95% of the data and the media that we consume is on our phones. So what we need to do is that we need to put our story, our brand, and talk to our potential customer, our clients, our audience through the media that they consume. And that's on their phone. So learn how to connect with your customer by telling them your story. Facts tell, stories sell. So what is your story? Do you know your story? And then once you find out your story, then you attach that to your customer's journey, and then you have a customer for life. So learn how to tell your story. All right. So let's recap. Number 1, learn how to sell. Super important. All right. Number 2 is be consistent in everything that you do. Number 3 is make sure that you network and get around other people who want the exact same thing that you do. Number 4 is invest in a mentor, because a mentor builds you and gets you to where you want to be. Invest in yourself. Number 5 is learn how to tell your story by using massive content. All right. And I'll throw in an extra one. Number 6, always take massive action in everything that you do. So let's take some action here. All right. So we have a free masterclass that we did on how to create and tell dynamic stories that will create a 6-figure income for your business. All right. So that course walks you step by step through what you need to do to scale your business using content, right? Using storytelling. That is vital to any business, right? And that helps you create sales. So click down below and then you will get a link, a free link to the masterclass. It's the Lights, Camera, Profits masterclass that we did, me and my good friend, L. Jones. We talk about storytelling, talk about content, talk about how you can make money in your content, how you can use these mediums, these phones, cameras, simple process to take you through to make money in your business by using content. Because guys, media is going to create the next wave of millionaires. All right. You heard it here. So guys, that's it for the podcast. I hope this was valuable to you. Please like, share the content. If you know someone who needs a boost and needs to get on track with their business, please share the content, and as always, comment. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.